Behavioral clues and responses. Jealousy in cats is a topic that blends elements of animal behavior, emotional cognition, and environmental influences, and while cats do not process emotions in exactly the same way humans do, they can display behaviors that closely resemble what we might label as jealousy. This reaction often stems from shifts in their environment, perceived threats to their resources, or changes in their humans' attention and affection patterns. To understand this, it's important to consider how cats interpret social dynamics. Cats are territorial creatures, and their sense of security depends on a stable hierarchy of relationships and resource control. When something disrupts this, such as the arrival of a new pet, a new baby, or even a visiting friend, cats may feel that their access to valued resources like food, resting spots, and owner interaction is under threat. This can trigger a range of behavioral changes that, while not necessarily an exact mirror of human jealousy, serve the same purpose: to reassert their claim and re-establish their comfort zone. One of the clearest signs of this kind of reaction is attention-seeking behavior that becomes more intense or frequent. A cat may follow their owner more than usual, meow insistently, climb into their lap, or physically place themselves between the owner and the perceived rival. Some cats might nudge, paw, or even use gentle but persistent swats to draw attention back to themselves. These actions are not just random, they are targeted strategies to redirect focus. Cats that are more vocal by nature may amplify their meowing or begin using new sounds, sometimes even emitting more plaintive or demanding tones. Other cats may choose more subtle tactics, such as quietly inserting themselves into any interaction the owner is having with the perceived competitor, whether that's another pet or a person. In addition to attention-seeking, cats can also display behaviors rooted in possessiveness. For example, they may guard certain spaces or objects associated with the owner, like sitting on their clothes, sleeping in their favorite chair, or rubbing their scent glands on the owner's belongings to mark them. Scent marking through headbutting, cheek rubbing, or even spraying is one way cats create a chemical signal of ownership, reinforcing to themselves and others that this person or object is part of their territory. Some cats will take to blocking the path between the owner and the rival, deliberately positioning themselves so that they remain the primary focus. In more extreme situations, this can escalate into aggression, hissing, swatting, or chasing the rival away, especially if the other party is another animal. Behavioral regression is another possible outcome. A cat experiencing what appears to be jealousy might revert to kitten-like behavior, such as kneading excessively, meowing in a high-pitched tone, or seeking constant physical closeness. In some cases, they may start engaging in behaviors they know draw owner attention, even if those behaviors are undesirable, like knocking objects off shelves, scratching furniture, or jumping on counters. This is not random mischief, rather, it's a calculated method to provoke interaction, even if it's a scolding. In the feline mind, any attention, even negative, can reinforce their presence and counteract the threat they perceive. Changes in eating and litter habits can also occur. Some cats may eat less if they feel stressed by the competition for attention, while others might overeat as a self-soothing behavior. In multi-cat households, a jealous cat might block another cat from accessing the food or water bowl, forcing them to eat at different times. Litter box issues, such as refusing to use it or urinating in areas with the owner's scent, can be a territorial statement, an attempt to reclaim control over a resource in the environment. To respond effectively to these behaviors, it's important to avoid reinforcing the negative aspects while ensuring the cat's emotional needs are met. Increasing interactive playtime can help redirect the cat's energy and provide them with a structured outlet for their attention-seeking tendencies. Toys that mimic prey, like feather wands, moving balls, or puzzle feeders, can give the cat a chance to engage their hunting instincts while bonding with their owner. Consistency in routines is key. Cats thrive on predictability, and keeping feeding, play, and cuddle times consistent can reduce anxiety over perceived changes. Introducing new pets or people into the cat's life should be done gradually, allowing the cat to adjust at their own pace. Scent swapping, where the scent of the new individual is introduced via a blanket or object before face-to-face interaction, can reduce the sense of sudden intrusion. Providing vertical space, like cat trees or wall shelves, gives the cat a secure place to observe without feeling cornered or threatened. This is especially helpful in multi-pet homes, where spatial dynamics can influence how threatened a cat feels. In situations where jealousy seems directed toward a specific individual, be it a new partner, a baby, or another pet, encouraging that individual to participate in positive activities with a cat can help reframe their relationship. Offering treats, playing, or engaging in gentle grooming can allow the cat to associate the newcomer with good experiences rather than competition. However, it's important not to force interactions, as cats respond poorly to pressure and may interpret it as an additional stressor. Owners should also be mindful of their own behavior. If the cat consistently gets more attention when they interrupt or act out, they may learn to repeat these actions to maintain control over the situation. Instead, reward the cat when they are calm, relaxed, and behaving appropriately, and minimize attention to behaviors that are clearly manipulative in nature. For instance, if the cat wedges itself between the owner and another pet during cuddle time, the owner might pause attention to both animals until the jealous cat moves away, then resume interaction in a balanced way. Environmental enrichment plays a critical role in reducing jealousy-driven behaviors. Ensuring the cat has plenty of engaging activities when alone can keep them from becoming overly fixated on the owner's attention. This can include interactive feeders, window perches for bird watching, or even safe outdoor enclosures where the cat can explore and satisfy their curiosity without risk. Multi-cat households benefit from multiple feeding stations, litter boxes, and resting areas to prevent competition and reduce the likelihood of one cat monopolizing resources. For cats that display ongoing stress or aggression linked to jealousy, pheromone diffusers can create a calming environment. Products that release synthetic versions of feline facial pheromones can help cats feel more secure in their territory, making them less likely to react defensively. In more persistent cases, consulting with a veterinarian or feline behaviorist is wise, as they can assess whether underlying health issues or anxiety disorders might be contributing to the behavior. While it's tempting to anthropomorphize feline jealousy as identical to human emotions, it's more accurate to understand it as a complex mix of territoriality, insecurity, and resource protection. Recognizing the signs early, whether it's increased vocalization, possessiveness, changes in routine, or aggression, allows owners to address the root cause before it escalates. By combining consistent attention, gradual introductions, environmental enrichment, and positive reinforcement, owners can reassure their cats of their valued place in the household, reducing the perceived need to compete for affection. This balanced approach not only minimizes behavioral problems but also strengthens the bond between cat and human, ensuring the cat feels secure, respected, and loved even in the face of change.